Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. Crack 2 eggs into a small bowl. Whisk them thoroughly until the yolks and whites blend into one smooth, golden mixture. That steady circular motion feels simple and calming. One of those quiet kitchen steps that slowly brings the whole recipe together. Now heat a deep frying pan and add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Place 1 pound or 450 grams of ground chicken into the pan. Break it apart with a spatula into small pieces. Take your time here. That slow stirring and crumbling process always feels familiar, like watching dinner come together one simple step at a time. Friends, I'd be so happy to hear where you're from. Let me know your city, country, and if you're in the US, your state too. Finely chop 1 white onion into small, even pieces. Once the layers open, that sharp, fresh aroma appears right away. Bold at first, then ready to turn soft, sweet, and comforting as it cooks. Onions are rich in antioxidants and help create the deep homemade flavor that makes even simple dishes feel fuller and more memorable. If something is unclear in the recipe, just leave a comment, and I'll answer as soon as possible. Add the onion to the chicken and stir well, letting it spread evenly through the mixture. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it. It's a simple way to show your support. Now finely chop 2 cloves of garlic. Press the cloves gently until they break down into small, fragrant pieces, releasing that rich, savory aroma almost instantly. Garlic has long been valued for supporting immunity and heart health, but in this dish, it also brings warmth, depth, and that unmistakable homemade flavor that makes everything taste fuller. Friends, for more content like this, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any new recipes. Add it to the pan and mix everything together, letting the garlic blend into the chicken and onion. Next, cut 5 large potatoes into small pieces. Keep them fairly even, so they cook at the same time and become soft without falling apart too quickly. Once the potatoes open, that clean, earthy scent appears right away. Simple, familiar, and comforting, like the kind of meals that always found their place on family tables growing up. Potatoes are rich in potassium and provide long-lasting energy, while adding that soft, hearty texture that makes every bite feel warm and satisfying. Transfer the potatoes into a pot. Cover them completely with water. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and stir. Cover with a lid and cook for about 20 minutes until completely tender. Meanwhile, grate 1 carrot on a coarse grater. Let the bright orange strands fall onto the board, light and delicate, instantly bringing color and warmth to the recipe. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which supports healthy vision and skin. And they also add a gentle, natural sweetness that balances the savory chicken beautifully. Add the grated carrot to the chicken mixture and continue cooking. Now dice 1 zucchini into small cubes. Keep the pieces even so they soften at the same pace and blend smoothly into the filling. Zucchini has a light, delicate flavor and brings moisture without making the dish feel heavy, helping the whole mixture stay tender, fresh, and balanced. Add the zucchini to the pan and stir everything together. Finally, chop one bunch of fresh parsley. Let the leaves gather into small green pieces as that clean herbal aroma opens up right away. Fresh, lively, and bright. Parsley is rich in vitamins A and C and helps bring freshness to richer ingredients, making the filling taste lighter and more complete. Add the parsley to the filling and mix everything thoroughly, letting the herbs spread through the warm chicken and vegetables. Now check the potatoes with a fork. If it slides through easily, they're ready. Season the meat mixture with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of dried herb seasoning. Stir everything together carefully. As the spices coat the meat and vegetables, the aroma becomes deeper, warmer, and more inviting. Drain the potatoes and transfer them into a large bowl. Mash them until smooth. That steady mashing motion always brings back memories of standing near the stove as a child, hoping for the first warm spoonful before dinner was even served. Now pour in the whisked eggs. Fold them into the potatoes slowly, then mash and mix again until everything becomes evenly combined. The eggs help bind the mixture, making it softer, smoother, and ready to hold its shape. Add 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Stir thoroughly, pressing and folding the mixture until it turns into a smooth potato dough. Little by little, the texture changes from loose and creamy to soft, flexible, and easy to shape. The kind of dough that feels simple, homemade, and ready for the filling. Finally, chop 1 bunch of green onions into thin rings. As the crisp green pieces gather on the board, their fresh, gentle sharpness instantly brings life to the filling. Green onions add brightness, color, and a soft, savory bite that balances the warm meat and vegetables beautifully. Add them to the meat mixture and stir everything together one last time, letting that fresh green flavor spread through the filling. Remove the pan from the heat. Now wet your hands with a little water. Take a portion of the potato dough and flatten it into a disc right in your palm, just like in the video. The dough should feel soft, warm, and flexible, almost like something between mashed potatoes and homemade pastry. Place several spoonfuls of the filling into the center. Try to keep it gathered in the middle so the edges stay clean and easy to seal. Then add a little more potato dough on top and carefully close everything inside, pressing the edges together gently until the filling is completely covered. Shape it into one large, smooth ball, turning it between your hands until it looks even and firm. Repeat the process until you have 4 large stuffed potato balls. There is something especially satisfying about this step. Simple potatoes, warm filling, and a little patience turning into something generous, impressive, and completely handmade. Next, grease a baking dish with a little vegetable oil. Spread it evenly using a brush. Carefully place all the stuffed potato balls into the dish. Now heat a frying pan and add about 1/6 stick, or 20 grams of butter. Let it melt slowly. That buttery aroma instantly makes the kitchen feel warmer. Finely chop 1 more white onion. Add it to the butter and cook until golden. As it softens, it develops that sweet homemade aroma that always seems to signal that something special is on the way. Finely chop 2 more cloves of garlic. add them to the onions. Stir and cook until fragrant and lightly golden. Now, finely chop 5 mushrooms. As the knife moves through them, that earthy aroma begins to appear. Subtle at first, then deeper and richer. Mushrooms are rich in B vitamins and minerals, while adding incredible savory depth. Add them to the pan and stir well. Pour in 3/4 cup or 200 milliliters of heavy cream. Stir gently. The sauce immediately begins to look richer and silkier. Let it simmer slowly for a few minutes. Now grate 3.5 ounces or 100 grams of Emmental cheese. As the soft shreds fall onto the board, you can already imagine how creamy the sauce will become. Add half of the grated cheese to the sauce. Stir slowly until completely melted. Watching the cheese disappear into the cream always feels satisfying, the sauce becoming thicker, smoother, and more luxurious with every turn. Remove the sauce from the heat and pour it evenly over the potato balls. Bake at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, place 2 handfuls of arugula into a large bowl. Cut 5 ounces or 150 grams of cherry tomatoes in half. Let the halves stay juicy and bright, so they bring little bursts of freshness to the salad. Once they open, their sweet juice begins to shine, and that fresh garden aroma instantly lifts the whole bowl. Light, summery, and full of color. Add the tomatoes to the arugula. Slice 1 fresh cucumber into thin rounds. The pieces should be crisp and delicate, bringing that cool, clean crunch that makes every bite feel lighter. Cucumber adds freshness, hydration, and a refreshing balance beside the peppery arugula and sweet tomatoes. Add the cucumber slices to the bowl. Thinly slice 1/2 red onion into delicate half rings. Keep them light and fine, so they bring flavor without overpowering the salad. Red onion adds a gentle sharpness, a little depth, and that fresh, savory bite that makes the vegetables taste brighter and more complete. Add the onion to the bowl with the vegetables. Drizzle over 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Now gently toss everything together. That lifting and folding motion always feels alive somehow. Like all the ingredients are finally becoming one complete dish. Remove the potato balls from the oven. Sprinkle the remaining half of the grated Emmental cheese over the top. Return the dish to the oven for another 10 minutes until the cheese melts into a beautiful golden crust. Now, take the finished dish out of the oven. The cheese is bubbling gently, the sauce is rich and creamy, and the aroma is impossible to ignore. Place 1 to 2 stuffed potato balls onto a plate. Add a serving of the fresh arugula salad alongside. The potato shell is soft and tender, the filling is juicy and full of flavor, the mushroom sauce is rich and velvety, and the fresh salad brings the perfect balance. It's one of those meals that feels warm, generous, and made to be shared slowly together. I hope this recipe brings warmth, comfort, and good memories into your home. Thank you for cooking with me today. But don't go just yet. There's another cozy and tasty recipe I'd love to share with you. Place a piece of pork, about 2 pounds or 900 grams, onto a board. Make even cuts across the surface, just like in the video. As the knife moves through the meat, there's something calm in that rhythm. Slow, steady, familiar. Friends, for more content like this, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any new recipes. Now season generously. Add salt. It gently draws out all the natural flavors. Add black pepper, a soft warmth that builds quietly. Friends, I'd be so happy to hear where you're from. Let me know your city, country, and if you're in the US, your state too. Then 2 teaspoons of paprika. That deep color and mild smokiness instantly make the dish feel heartier. If something is unclear in the recipe, just leave a comment, and I'll answer as soon as possible. And 2 teaspoons of dried garlic. That familiar aroma always feels like the beginning of something homemade. Now rub everything in with your hands. Take your time here, pressing the spices into every cut, every edge. This step always feels grounding, like those quiet moments in the kitchen where you're not rushing, just letting the process happen. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it. It's a simple way to show your support. Drizzle olive oil over the meat and rub again. The surface becomes glossy, fragrant, and full of promise. Now place slices of bacon between each cut. One by one, just like in the video. That layering always feels a bit special, like building something carefully. Bacon adds richness and keeps the meat juicy, giving that deep, savory flavor. Then, slice the mozzarella into thin, even pieces. Mozzarella adds a soft, creamy texture and gives the dish a good source of protein and calcium. Add slices of mozzarella between the cuts. As it melts, it will create that soft, creamy layer inside. Take kitchen twine and tie the pork. This helps everything hold together, like keeping all those flavors exactly where they belong. Now melt 1/2 stick or 60 grams of butter in a pan. Add a sprig of rosemary, slice 1 whole garlic bulb in half, and place it into the pan. After 2 to 3 minutes, the butter becomes deeply aromatic, infused with herbs and garlic. That smell always feels like something special is about to happen, like the kitchen slowly filling with warmth. Remove the rosemary and garlic. Place the pork into the pan. Sear it for 3 to 5 minutes on each side. That golden crust builds flavor and locks in juices, the kind of texture that makes every bite satisfying. Line a baking tray with foil and transfer the pork onto it. Now prepare a simple sauce. In a bowl, mix 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of whole grain mustard. Stir until smooth. That balance of sweet, salty, and slightly sharp always works perfectly. Brush it over the pork. As it bakes, that glossy layer will turn into the kind of rich golden glaze that feels like something from a warm family dinner. It brings back that cozy homemade flavor, the kind that makes the whole kitchen smell like comfort. Wrap the pork in foil and bake at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. In a bowl, add 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of black pepper. Pour in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Mix everything slowly. That smooth blending always feels calming, watching the texture become thick and glossy. The sauce turns rich, slightly sweet, with a gentle tang. Honey adds natural sweetness and energy, while mustard brings depth and a little sharpness. Set it aside. Now prepare the salad. Finely chop 1 cucumber. That crisp, watery sound as the knife moves through it always feels refreshing, clean, light, almost like a reset after something warm. Cucumbers are hydrating and help balance richer dishes. Transfer it into the bowl. Dice 2 to 3 tomatoes. As the juice appears, that soft, familiar aroma comes through. Slightly sweet, slightly tangy, like those simple meals that didn't need much to feel right. Let them fall into the bowl, bringing that natural juiciness. Dice 1 bell pepper. Its bright color instantly wakes everything up. Fresh, lively, full of energy. Rich in vitamin C, it supports immunity while adding a gentle sweetness. Add it to the bowl, letting the pieces scatter naturally. Chop some parsley. As the knife moves through those green leaves, a clean, fresh aroma rises immediately, light and uplifting. Parsley supports digestion and brings that final freshness that ties everything together. Sprinkle it into the bowl. In a separate bowl, mix 1 tablespoon of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Mix until smooth. Then add it to the vegetables. Gently stir everything together. That simple mixing always feels alive, like the salad is coming together into something complete. Now prepare the potatoes. Cut 5 to 6 potatoes into small cubes. As you cut them, that clean, simple scent appears. Potatoes have always been part of comforting meals, rich in potassium and steady energy. Place them into a pot. Cover with water. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Stir it well. Cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Finely chop 1 onion. That sweet, gentle aroma always feels like home, like walking into the kitchen as a child and knowing something warm and comforting was being made. Add olive oil to a pan. Then melt 1/4 stick, or 30 grams, of butter. Add the onion and cook until golden, until the smell fills the room with that cozy, homemade feeling you never really forget. Drain the potatoes. Add them directly to the pan. Stir and cook, letting them lightly crisp. That gentle mixing, turning, folding, always feels calm and familiar. Chop a bunch of parsley. Add it in. Stir again and cook for another 5 minutes. The potatoes become golden, slightly crispy outside, soft inside. Simple and perfect. Now take the pork out of the oven. Remove the twine. Slice it. You'll see how tender it is. Layers of meat, melted cheese, and bacon all together. Place the pork onto a plate. Add the potatoes, then salad. Serve with the honey mustard sauce. The pork is juicy and rich, the inside soft and full of flavor, the potatoes warm and comforting, and the salad brings that perfect freshness. It's one of those meals that feels complete, warm, generous, and made with care. Thank you for cooking with me today.